Hello shooters and airsofters, now we're gonna review the NexxSpeed hop-up chamber. So let's get started. So here is one of the interesting and I guess the hype on myself. I guess this should be the perfect hop-up chamber. Maybe or maybe not. So let's find out in this video. So I'm gonna speak in Taglish or English and Tagalog, so outside the Philippines can understand it, and yung mga kadugo natin na Pilipino is mas ma-enjoy pa and mas maintindihan the review. So this will be a little konyo review, but anyway, let's get started. So once you get the NexxSpeed chamber, it is packed on this. So yan, para siyang RC parts, but hindi. So yun. So, once na naka-unpack ka, ito siya. Hindi ko na masyadong kinalkal eh. Inassemble ko na agad. So, you have the manual. So, actually, I didn't look at this one. I just assembled it. So excited. So, here's the manual. Yep. Oh, cool. Yeah. Good thing they already include this one. So, they have hex screw here. Hex screw. So it's optional if you want to use the Phillips screw or the hex screw. So I heard the old version they're using it and there's a lot of strip hex screw. So I guess they just to fix it they just put Phillips screw in here. But yeah, there's a lot of issues in hex screw like on AIP. So if you over tighten it and you're trying to remove it, you're gonna have a bad day. So here it is. So good thing it's optional. Oh, it's another cool thing. If you're using a AM guide rod or guide rod that has a hole on the rear part, so you can insert your chamber. So here it is. And good thing there's a rubber, so it will hold still. So if you're a fan of that kind of chamber, that's nice. So let's put this back. So if you got a NexxSpeed chamber, there's two types of NexxSpeed chamber. First is the aluminum. Wow, super lightweight. So it looks better than the brass chamber. So they also have this brass chamber. So this is more hardcore, durable, and much heavier. So I just put this on sample. So here is the aluminum. So this is a 7075 aluminum chamber. So I'm gonna put this away. This pistol. Ito ka muna. So we're gonna use that pistol later for the fitting or demo fitting. So I already tinker with the brass chamber. I look on the inside and it's really nice. So I'm gonna share it to you later. So before we go to the installation or the good part about this chamber, let's dive in the aluminum chamber or what are the differences. So first, interesting. So if you're just gonna look at the camera, it looks like a aluminum without anodize, but it's not. This is brass inserts. So if I'm not mistaken, the purpose of this one, so your inner barrel will hook on this one. So that's the most common problem of the inner barrels. So for example, you're using stainless steel and then you're using aluminum chamber. So there's a tendency that you're gonna broke your chamber because the stainless steel barrel is much durable than aluminum. So that's why they put the brass one. So you don't need to think if you're gonna have that issues because it's already reinforced, which is a good thing. Next, so it's a very nice stuff. So let me screw this first, and very nice chamber. So here is the sample. So I tried this one. So here I already tried to install it using the Tokyo Marui inner barrel and CL Project Design hop-up rubber. Not sure if you can see the hop-up, but just looking at it, it's straight. So anyway, before we dive at the other parts. So here is one of the cool features about this chamber. So if you're adjusting the hop, you can see if you're having a high hop or a low hop just looking at this indicator. So you just need to rotate it. Rotate. There you go. The more the arrow is going down, if I'm not mistaken, the more the arrow is going down, the more hop that you're doing. So next is another cool feature of the chamber. They has this Allen screw here and here. So the purpose of that one is so the chamber will be more good fit on your pistol. So for example, we have the example, this is a Gunsmith Bros chamber. So yeah, kinabit mo yan, there's a little play on the Gunsmith Bros. So a little play, not bad. You need it so it will cycle faster. But if you can kill the play, the accuracy of your chamber or of your pistol will be much better. So for example here, let's put it aside and let's insert. Yeah, there's a little play up and down. So we can eliminate it by just adjusting this screw. So let's adjust this one. There you go. So no, there's just a little more, so I can just adjust it if I want to feel the movement of up and down. So that's it. It's a good feature of the NexxSpeed chamber. So you can adjust the screw so it will be much better fit for your pistol. So let's look at the inside of the chamber so you will have an idea how the NexxSpeed works. Why I call it the perfect chamber. Let's dive deeper. Okay, let's separate chambers. There you go. So here is the inside of the chamber. So to install your barrel, let's do it reverse. So to install the barrel, just remove the adjustment screw. Here it is. Adjustment screw. Then be careful. This spring, this is flying everywhere. So just capture it if you're trying to install it. So marami nang nawalan na spring na yan. Yung spring na yan, tumatarsik yan. So let's do it on reverse. So first is, kakabit mo muna yung half-up rubber mo dyan. Kakabit mo ng half-up rubber mo, dun mo ngayon i-install yung barrel. So yan. So may hook yan dyan. Tsaka ito. Yung half-up rubber mo, tsaka ito. So saksak mo lang yan. Ikot-ikot. Mag-hook yan eh. Pag nag-hook yan, or pwedeng itapat mo na para hindi ka na mahirapan. Tapat natin yan. Tapos ngayon, install mo lang. Ayusin mo lang yan. Okay mo. Yan. Actually, dito sa chamber na to, oops, nalimutan ko ba yung spring. Actually, dito sa chamber na to, hindi mo na masyadong kailangan ng sealing. Because the seal is already at the half arm. So it's very tight fit. But if you want to, you can seal it. You can use your handy dandy, what you call that? Ayan, pinali ko na. Your handy dandy Teflon. There you go. Oopsie, sorry. Yan. Before ko ibalik. Before ko i-assemble ulit, ilagay nyo muna yung adjustment screw here. Yan. Twist lang yan, twist. So guys, before I continue installing, may share lang. Ayun, yung hop-up knob niya, or yung bump niya, made out of rubber if I'm not mistaken. I guess ito yung, and sobrang kapal niya. I guess ito yung magiging downfall ng chamber na to. So, I'll explain it later. Ayan. So, kailangan pa natin mag-higpit kasi kita tong chamber. Kasi hindi pa nagsasara. So, dapat itong wheel na to, sumasayad na dun sa hop-up chamber body. Ayan, try natin. Okay? So, yun na-install ko na. So, yun. Ang isang strength ng hop-up chamber na to is if you saw the arm a while ago, when you're trying to adjust it, the hop arm is doing like this. So, your hop-up or the spin of the BB is perfect kasi it's up and down. Versus dito, kung titignan nyo tong arm nito, this is a gunsmith pros. Once you're adjusting it, the adjustment arm is doing like this. So, pag nag-hop ka, nagpe-pressure siya sa hop rubber ng paganyan. So, ngayon, pag medyo mataas yung hop mo, or medyo matigas na yung pagka-adjust mo, tendency na yung hop mo is iba yung pectus niya, hindi straight yung pagka tama ng pectus niya. So yun, so usually makifeel mo yun for long shots. So wala naman imposible, you can tune this to be straight. So maganda naman tong Gunsmith Pros. Yun nga lang, ang kagandahan kay NexxSpeed, hindi mo na kailangan gawin yung chamber na yun, ay yung part na yung chamber na yun. So that's a good thing about this. And yung adjustment screws niya, so you can adjust it para maging tight fit sa pistol mo. So can I call it a perfect hop? Yes and no. So yun, 9.5. So ibibigay ko dito 9.5 out of 10. Hindi pa rin siya 10. So bakit? Ano yung kulang sa chamber na to? First, almost perfect na siya eh. From itong chamber na tong brass, ito yung pinaka-perfect. Ito kasi aluminum. Sige, sabihin na natin, may ano naman siya, may brass insert siya. Pero masusupran yung hardcore na brass. Kasi nandyan yung classy niya, at the same time, matibay talaga inside out. So anyway, bakit 9.5 hindi ko siya binigyan ng perfect score? Meron pa rin siyang downfall. May downfall siya. So, ito sa inyo. Baklasin ko muna guys, ha? Actually, napakita ko na siya kanina. Oh. Yan. Ang downfall niya is nandito rin sa hop arm itself. So, hindi naman siya end of the world. So, yan. Ito yung isa sa mga downfall niya for me. Yan. Nakita niyo yung hop-up knob na yan, yung red na yan. That's the, actually hindi hop-up knob eh, the bump. Yung bump na nagpo-push sa hop-up rubber. So, ang itsura niyan is, ito for example, yan. Yan. Sasama muna natin ito. Yan. Yan yung nagpo-push sa hop-up rubber. Yan yung nagpo-push sa hop-up rubber. Sasama natin. Yan. So, ganyan install. In-install yung hop, tapos papasok na. Anyway, yan yung nagpo-push sa hop-up rubber, yung top part na yan. The problem is, sobrang tindi ng pressure niya. Kumbaga, default pressure, it already has a pressure. So, if you're doing a practical shooting, avoid mo na super pressure or naka-pressure na. Usually, ang setup ko sa practical shooting, yung hop niya, almost near to dead hop siya. Pero may hop ng onte. Pero this one, may hop na siya agad. So, yun. It will cause accuracy problems if you have over hop. So, most probably, if you're using hop-up backing na may malaking bump sa top part. Yan. Sino ba yun? And for example, itong hop-up rubber na to. Kita nyo yung bump niya. Parang fans. Yan. The fans. So, ito medyo maliit yung hop. Nasa hop bump niya eh. So, okay lang. Pero ito, if you're using big bumps like Mr. Hop, Unicorn, alam ko Decepticon din ata, malaki yung bump yun eh. So, you will be overhop. So, good siya siguro if you're using super heavy BBs. Magagamit mo. Pero if you're using 0.25, 0.28, this is a problem. Kasi sobrang ano nung bump na to. So, I guess this is made of rubber. So, it's not the end of the world for this bump. So, you can just swap it out or palitan nyo ng bump. Mag-experiment kayo. But it's too hassle di ba? So, that's, this is one of the downside of this chamber. But again, this is not the end of the world. So, yun lang yung downside niya. But anything else, this is a dream chamber. Most probably, for sure, papalitan ko na yung chamber ko dito sa 1911 and din sa Hi-capa ko ng NexxSpeed. So, this is a nice chamber. I recommend it. Yes, I can recommend it. Expensive compared to the Gunsmith Pros chamber. A little bit. So, it's up to you what chamber you're gonna use. If you want the traditional and you know how to tune it, then go to this one. But if you want to ease up your life and you want a super long range chamber and with less hassle on sealing, but the only problem is overhop at this one. So you can just cut this out or replace it with other pump so it won't be on overhop. So yun lang guys. So I guess that's it. I discussed a lot of this stuff and goods and bads of this chamber, but yeah, I can highly recommend. 9.5 out of 10. I like this chamber. So that's it guys. I hope you like the video and I hope you learned something from it.